What's going on, y'all? Let me show you how I was able to make $258 day trading NVIDIA today. All right, so let's get straight to it. This NVIDIA, we're gonna go to the 4-hour chart. Now, when you're analyzing a stock, always make sure you're doing that from the larger time frame. So such as the 4-hour or the daily chart are great, because when you're day trading, you want to be on the side of the larger view, right? You want to be looking from the mountain down to the field, okay? And that is basically saying that you want to be doing top-down analysis, because as a day trader, you're not looking to catch the entire move. All you need is a piece of the move to really capitalize, okay? So I want to note a few things on NVIDIA. So first of all, we know the things that's been going on with NVIDIA, DeepSeek, all of that good stuff. Okay, cool. News gives trade opportunities, right? And when you can mix the news with the technicals, things get good. All right. So NVIDIA here, if you take a look here, I'm just going to draw a box because this is an area. All right. One of the basic concepts you have to know is levels or support or resistance, right? So if you look for NVIDIA, if you look at NVIDIA here, I can even go back way over here. You can see that this area has been a key area. So it was an area of resistance here, support here, support here, support here. And now that we got under the level, this same area was a resistance. Okay? So it had already rejected before it opened up today. All right? So when you look at NVIDIA, also I saw here on the 4-hour chart, keep in mind this is on a large time frame, larger time frame, larger possible move. On this chart, I saw that NVIDIA was forming a chart pattern called the bearish pennant pattern. Okay? And why is this a bearish pennant pattern? Because the direction from which it came was bearish, right? So it came down and formed a pennant pattern right here. Pennant pattern, triangle is the same thing. Okay? So, seeing this, I know that if this thing can break down, we can get a very nice move to the downside, possibly, right? Remember, as a day trader, when you're looking at these larger time frames, all you're trying to get is a piece of the move. You don't have to get the whole move, okay? Because NVIDIA's next level down is around 115, right? But when I was looking at this pennant pattern, I said, okay, I don't know if it's going to get there today, but I do know that we can catch a move if it starts breaking certain places. So I knew that we needed it to break here. All right. And why did we need it to break here? Because if you take a look right here, this is where the stock was trying to start trading upward and trying to make higher lows, right? But you see it could not. So I know right here was a place that we could get a move. And also, if you take a look at our trend lines here that makes our pennant pattern, this same place is where the triangle breaks. So here, I'm going to label this HL. So it's a higher low, and it's the breakout. Okay, so notice what we're doing here. Every trade review that I'm going to show you guys is going to be using the basic concepts, right? So things like support and resistance, chart patterns, candlesticks. You don't have to use all these fancy strategies. You need the basics. Understand the basics, all right? If you can't understand what candlesticks are telling you, you're not going to understand any strategy, okay? So when you look here, we know that under this point, we could possibly get a move. All right. So initially, I was wanting this for a possible entry if we break down. All right. Because I know that this would be a 4-hour breakout. It will be breaking the level, and you'll be breaking this higher low. So when we come intraday, you come intraday here, you can see that Nvidia got some downward momentum. Now, I also noticed that this trend line was actually a place of retest as well, okay? So this trend line actually got retested here and got bought back up, retested again, and failed. So this is where our drop really started, right here. So when I noticed that we were breaking down, all right, I was like, okay, eyes on Nvidia, all right? So I was just looking for an entry. So when we got this pushed up right here, I noticed that it was still rejecting the bottom Ripster cloud, okay? So I entered on this candle right here because it was rejecting, all right? And initially, I know I wanted my stop to be right up here because this would try to make a higher high right here, and this is the low of day, okay? So if it was to get back above the previous low of day, I would expect it to possibly try to trend back up. So as you can see, we just straight up broke down, right? Straight up broke down, and many people took profits on this drop, which is fine. But I held because I said, you know, this is good, but I am expecting a larger breakout because we really front ran the breakout. This was the breakout place here. This was the previous higher low at this point. So when this thing was dropping, I was like, okay, you guys can take profit, but I'm going to hold because I know it's going to retest. All right. And lo and behold, what did we get? Now, if you know your chart patterns, then you know that this is called a bear flag. Okay. And bear flag tells you that a stock is more than likely to continue downward. But not only is that a bear flag, this is also the retest of the level that we already plotted from the 4-hour. So look at the confluence that we have going here. It's already bearish. We have a bear flag, and we are rejecting our key level. All right, so that gave me confidence to hold. I didn't add or anything. I just held the position, and I ended up selling out around here somewhere, right? So I ended up selling out around here and was able to make $248 from that. Okay, so that was a really good move on Nvidia. If you guys like this video, you want to see more short reviews, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.